What's good, guys? It's Joseph, and today I am finally back with another tutorial. It feels like forever since I've done one of these. Today I got a pretty advanced slash not too advanced tutorial for you guys. I'm going to be using the Rotobrush. It's probably something you guys have used before, maybe. It's basically an animated mask type thing you can do if you want to cut something out of your video. You don't have like a green screen in your footage, so you can't just like key out the color of the green screen, and you're just kind of making an animated mask around whatever you're trying to cut out. For example, in the beginning of the video you guys saw, I put a mask around the character in the cinematic, and then instead of taking the background out, I just edited that one section of the video and then let the rest be by itself, so I can make the character look cartoony and not the rest of the shot, just to show you the power that this kind of thing has, and you can do so much stuff with it. So basically, I'm just gonna go ahead and start a new composition. Settings, whatever. Just the basic stuff. Everybody, every tutorial person, oh hey, copy these settings. These are the best settings. Whatever. Like, okay. So obviously, we're just gonna want to drag your clip in there. And for this to work, you're going to want to have your resolution on full, because you're going to want to be able to have the program see the edges of your little model in there so it can actually do its job. So yeah, once you got your clip in there, I would recommend, doing a small portion of it, because the longer, the clip is, the longer the program's gonna take, to render this thing out. Here, let me see something. So this part of the clip is not moving. I gotta get to the part where it is, so you can actually see what's going on. Okay, there we go. And I'm not gonna mask the whole thing out, because that would just be that would take forever. And this is the kind of thing that, the longer you spend on it, the better outcome you're going to get. And so I'm going to show you guys how to do it, how to start it, and then you guys are going to finish it. And then, you can show me what you create using this effect. And I'll show you kind of like what I did and recreate what we made in the beginning of the video. And then, you can go from there and add your own spin. So this video is basically going to be on rotoscoping, and then I'm going to show you what you can kind of do with that. And then you can put your own spin on it. And then if you want, you can show me what you make. I don't know why I keep saying that. Whatever. Okay, let's keep going. So we got the clip right here. I'm gonna go ahead and pre-compose this, make it a little procedural, There we go. So now we can edit it, and then it'll just be right here. So we're gonna go ahead and go into that, composition. So now you have your clip here. Make sure your resolution is on full, and we're going to go ahead and double click on your preview. After that, you're going to go over to this rotoscope tool. Rotobrush tool. You may have used this, you may have not. So I'm going to go ahead and show you how to use that now, and that's going to be the basis for the video. So go ahead and click on that. You're going to want to go to the first frame. And then all you do is just draw around your character, It's pretty hard. Just kidding. So say I want to take this little area out and this little area out, because this is actually the sky behind the character. You want to press, and say I messed up like right here too as well. You just want to press Alt. It'll make your little cursor red, and then you do that, and it kind of subtracts what you have. And this is kind of, it's a tedious process. And there's going to be a feather on it. You can make you mess with the settings over here and make it look even better. So that's basically the gist of it. I'm going to go ahead and take this little timeline and drag it. And what you're going to want to do is go frame by frame. So say you have, this is the first frame, you just started it, go a frame next, and you see how it animates with your thing. So that's cool, and all, and it's not going to be 100% perfect. It is right now. It looks good right now. You can kind of fix where it messed up, but that's basically it. It's going to be an animated mask, basically. But the reason I say go frame by frame is, say you have a mistake down here, and you can't just fix the mistake down in the timeline and then have it fixed the whole way through. So you got to find where the mistake first happened and then fix it. And then, then it'll see, like right here, I can't just like draw this in, or I can't just like subtract this out, because if I go back, then every frame before that is going to be messed up, So you want to catch it before it's a problem, and then, kind of fix it around like that, if that makes sense. So that's what you're going to want to do with that. And now you see, if I go back to like my original composition, that little area that it is rotoscoped is going to be cut out. It needs a second to load. And then for right here, if you put this down, because if you want to make your workflow faster so everything loads in, it's going to show that it's like choppy. But if you put your resolution back on full, it's gonna fix it, and it's gonna look just like how your rotoscope did, because it's just because of those edges and stuff like that, and the program is going to be working a little bit harder, And so this right here is for, you can go in the rotoscope and fix that, but you're going to want to like make sure every frame is perfect, because, you're going to have a lot of little things like this that may or may not mess up your, final project, whatever you're trying to do. But for me, it wouldn't have mattered too much, because I'm just going to go ahead and delete this since I showed y'all how to do that already. So for me, I rotoscoped this whole clip out. So this pre-composition is my rotoscope, and then I added it on the bottom of this. So if I go ahead and get rid of this, you can see after it loads up, you'll be able to see that it's basically masked out to the the way I wanted it to look, and I didn't really like rush through it, so I kind of have a decent looking rotoscope, which really works well with what I was trying to do, because what I wanted to do was make this a cartoon looking thing, and then what's it called, put that on top of the original clip, and it worked out pretty well. So I have the original clip behind it at the same exact time as it's playing. So if I just go, and these are all like native to After Effects, all these effects, I'm 100% sure there is some type of cartoon curves and glow in your After Effects, even if you're not using CC 2018. So I went ahead, let's go ahead and take a look. And I didn't really like have any specific values for you to look at here. It's literally just a guess on what I thought looked good. So if you want to look at my settings here, I'm not going to like go in depth and show you every single thing that I did. So I had a cartoon, I had, I put the detail radius up. I put the threshold about 25. I'm pretty sure this is as high as it can go. Shading steps. I gave it a little bit of smoothness. I messed around with the threshold a lot. I messed around with every single one of these settings except for the opacity, really. And then you can even go into advanced and do all that. But then I put a curve to make it just brighter, because you couldn't really see the detail of the character itself, because it was kind of dark, because the cartoonish effect made it look darker. And then I gave it a glow to give it like a little outline. And it's like a really subtle thing, but it really makes it pop in terms of trying to make it stand out from the background. And that's pretty much all I did, and that is the tutorial, because all I did was rotoscope it out, and then you can add effects on top of it to make it, pop from the background. Or if you don't want to do that, you can edit the background and not the character, or you can just take the background out completely and then put something new behind it. Say you wanted to make a 3D scene for this character to be walking through. That would be something kind of cool. I thought about trying to do that for tutorial, but that would be kind of a lot just for tutorial and rotoscoping. I might do something extra with this in the future, like just showcasing like all the capabilities of what you can do with it. It's just basically you being creative, man. Like, that's really all I can say about it. But if you guys have any questions or comments, you know, I basically read all my comments, and I got my DMs open on Twitter and stuff like that. So if you guys have any like thing you want to ask, or if you want to like get in touch with me, I'm really easy to get in contact with because like I'm always on my phone. I'm always checking social media and stuff like that. So if you guys have any questions or anything like that, don't hesitate to hit me up. Other than that, I hope you guys have a great rest of the day. I'm out. Peace.